Hello, thanks for dropping by and joining me for this video today. If this is your first time here, I'm TJ from TJtutorials and I do everything from anti-aging skincare products, home use skincare devices and take a closer look at the science behind how everything works. If this sounds like something you're into, why not come and join me by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that notification bell so you're the first to know whenever I upload a new video. It's officially been 15 months since I started my DIY skincare journey, and in that 15 months I've seen some really significant changes. I often get comments like, TJ, can you do a before and after? Or, your skin's already good, so why are you using this anti-aging device or product? In fact, just 15 months ago, it was a completely different story. My skin was crepey, it was pitted with acne scars, I had deep lines in my forehead, my crow's feet had turned into ostrich feet, and everything was just kind of heading south. But also the tone and texture of my skin was dull, it was lifeless. It really just added those years onto me. And it got to the point where I looked in the mirror and I just thought, enough is enough. I hate what is looking back at me. So I decided it was time to be more proactive about battling aging. Now obviously I can't stop that aging process. I'm still going to be getting older. You know, you can never really stop that aging process. But when it comes to your skin's appearance, you can kind of put a pause on it, you can rewind it a few years, and it gives you a fresh starting point where the aging will then continue again. Which means I can then put the brakes on again, and then I can rewind it when I need to, and rinse and repeat. At the point that I decided enough was enough, I was living in rural Portugal, so there were no clinics near me, there was nowhere for me to go and get laser treatments, or Botox, or fillers, or anything like that. So I decided I had to take matters into my own hands. And everything started with my radiofrequency machine, which after 15 months is still going strong. It hasn't failed me yet. It's possibly one of the best investments I ever made when it comes to my skincare. So as I mentioned, 15 months ago, my skin was in a completely different place. And just to share with you the progress that I've made, this was me then. In this video, I was at the very beginning of my skincare journey. And as you can see, the video tells you what it was like then and what I look like now. Now on this journey, I have tried so many different devices. I've tried topical products, I've used PDO threads. The only thing that I've ever held off from is having filler done because I just feel that it's not the right thing to do for me. So when it comes to the things that I've used, I'm going to break it down into my top 5 devices and my top 5 topical products. So obviously coming in the top spot is my radiofrequency machine. I absolutely love this device, and for good reason, because pretty much within the first 6 weeks of using it, my skin started to transform. Now I've got plenty of videos on my radiofrequency machine, so if you want to learn more about that, link to some of the videos is down below. The second most effective machine for my skin, I would say, has been microneedling. I really feel that microneedling has boosted the amount of collagen that's in my skin. It's helped to thicken my skin up, it's made it supple, it's helped to fade my acne scarring, and the downtime is pretty minimal. Again, I've got lots of videos on microneedling, so some links down in the description below. My third tool would be my Phypushi Microcurrent device. Now this is something that's actually a pretty new addition to my routine, but it's crazy the way the microcurrent has helped to refine my skin's texture. It's given me a more dewy glow, and overall it just makes my skin feel super nourished and more youthful. I would say the fourth device that's really helped, and this is one that I've used around my eyes, and that's where I noticed the biggest difference, was Plasma Fibroblast. Now I've had a few different pens with this. They've all worked pretty equally, from the cheapest to the most expensive. Absolutely love Fibroblast. But one of the downsides is that there's a lot of downtime with it. It also comes with a few more risks than the previous 3 devices I've already mentioned, but the results it gave me were dramatic. And the fifth device that I would say has helped my skin is the W-Skin Aquafacial machine. And this has really helped me with getting my acne under control, for keeping my pores nice and clean, for refining my skin tone and texture, and for removing all of those dead skin cells that make your skin look dull, lifeless, and lackluster. So they're the 5 devices that I really couldn't do without. But what about my topical treatments? Now, as my followers already know, I do suffer with rosacea and acne, so redness can be an issue for me. And there's one topical product that I find really gets rid of that redness almost immediately. Now, it's not permanent, but it does last me pretty much for the whole day. And that is Revolution Skincare London 5% caffeine solution and hyaluronic acid serum. This is what I always apply first before I apply anything else first thing in the morning. Obviously I wash my face first and then I use this. And I love the soothing effect that it's got and the way that it just kind of just takes that pinkness out of my face and gives me a more neutral undertone. The second topical product that I use every single day is vitamin C serum. I've been using this now for around about a year and 2 months. Again, I really feel that that has helped to keep my acne under control, but it also helps to brighten my skin, it keeps pigmentation down, and it wiped my freckles out. Now, I know some people love freckles. I'm one of those people that I get them, and yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them. Maybe one day when I'm old, I'll embrace the freckles. Older. My third topical product that I use that I absolutely swear by is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. I just love that every time I put this on, it really plumps my skin up. It makes it look so much more hydrated, like literally it looks like it's flooded with hydration. And again, it gives me a more refined tone and texture. The fourth product that I use daily as well is my Neutrogena Refreshingly Clear Pink Grapefruit Moisturizer. Now, this is designed for blemish-prone skin. Obviously, as I've mentioned a few times before already, adult acne has been the bane of my adult life. And finding moisturizers that are non-comedogenic, that aren't going to block up my pores, and not too oily, is always going to be important. And this one has really just checked all of those boxes. So introducing moisturizer into my life made a world of difference, because when I introduced moisturizer, I began to develop a 6-step routine that I follow daily. It's now become part of my everyday life. I'm so regimented with it, and I make sure that I follow it without fail. The fifth and final topical product that I can't do without is mineral-based facial sunscreen. Now, I've always been a huge fan of the sun, but I was one of those people that I never really used sunscreen. Why? Because I never really burnt, so I just kind of figured that I didn't need it. But obviously, UVA, UVB, and UVC are all doing damage to your skin. It dehydrates your skin, so you start getting crepey, you start developing more lines and wrinkles, it's destroying that collagen, but more importantly, it can lower the risk of developing skin cancer. UV rays are one of the biggest causes of skin damage and premature aging, so it kind of just made sense to me that I'm doing so much for my skin now, and taking all of these steps that take a lot of time, they take a lot of money, a lot of research and educating myself. Why would I do all of that without providing the protection afterwards, so that everything that I'm doing isn't being undone by the sun? But yeah, this is me now, this is me then. 15 months has made all of the difference to me, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the next 15 months brings. So there you go, guys, that is my progress. Have a great day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, TJ over and out.